Number 3, Melody Soto.
Game 1 was a dominant performance from Sharyland Pioneer, winning none other than 8-4 over Edcouch Elsa. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, bringing you all coverage of game number 2. A win at home for Sharyland Pioneer would clinch the bi-district championship. A win for Edcouch Elsa would go right back to Edcouch Elsa for a 2 p.m. start time tomorrow. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. They're just announcing the lineups here right now. Again, both teams coming in here with an interesting side of things. In my opinion right now, the way that last night ended, there has to be some advantage for Edcouch Elsa. They got their bats rolling late, as it was 8-4. They scored all 4 runs late in that game, but just scored those runs too late. As for Sharyland Pioneer, they started off really well, got a couple of runs late to make it 8-0, but could not really close out that game. They were able to close out the game with a 4-run lead, but just could not really, in the end, it just seemed like they lacked that closing stage, but they were able to do that. For the Lady Diamondbacks, like we mentioned, this is going to be a big game for themselves. A win, and they advance. The Lady Diamondbacks would advance to most likely play against. We'll have to let you all know that in a second here, as I have it with myself. For Sharyland Pioneer, Lady Diamondback soccer, or softball, I should say. With, of course, very quickly the schedule, just in case the third game does happen. But for both of these two sides, the winner of this series will most likely play against Roma or Carroll. And if I'm wrong about that, it would be Veterans Memorial or Leander Rouse. It doesn't get any easier for either Corpus Christi Carroll or potentially, of course, Veterans Memorial or Leander Rouse. Of course, it's 1-0, 1-0 for Carroll over Roma. They play again tonight as well. So that's kind of where we're at in this 5A D2 State UIL softball by district championship. So very exciting once again, moments away from first pitch, which is scheduled for 7 p.m. Yesterday's game ended up starting. The first pitch was about 6:55 p.m. over in Edcouch Elsa. So this one will start around that time, once again at 6:58 p.m. at the moment. 86 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy, feels like 87. The low will be about 76 degrees Fahrenheit. The high was feeling like 93 degrees Fahrenheit at sunset at 8:01 is when it will be around 81 degrees at 9 p.m. So 83 degrees at 8 p.m. and 85 for first pitch is what we're expecting to have here. So that's really what it is. 85 feels like 87 degrees Fahrenheit with, of course, wind gusts behind us. That's something that was interesting about last night, was that the wind was blowing towards the players' faces, and so it was very difficult to hit a home run or hit a ball far just due to that fact alone. So looking forward to it very quickly. We'll take a quick break. When we return, we will have first pitch for you all coming up.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
Back we go once again here. We will go full screen for the rest of this evening. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network getting ready for game number 2 of the all-by-district playoffs here in 5A Division 2 once again for 31-5A taking on 32-5A. Should be very exciting game number 2. Again, game number 1 ended 8-4. Sharyland Pioneer were able to get their bats going, and it was a very good defensive showing for basically the first 6 innings. It got late and late into it where Sharyland Pioneer, well, really, Edcouch Elsa were able to take advantage of some mistakes from Sharyland Pioneer late, scoring those 4 runs. That's going to be a key thing. Can Sharyland Pioneer minimize those mistakes late into the game? As for Edcouch Elsa, can they get their bats going very quickly and take advantage of, well, just taking an early lead in the first inning, potentially, of course, with leadoff singles, and all of that fun stuff to potentially, of course, a home run like we saw in the top of the first inning for Sharyland Pioneer last night on the road. Could this be a road series is what we could be witnessing. Leading off for the Lady Jackets will be Taylor Herrera. Herrera will step into the batter's box. Our designated pitcher for the evening looks to be Galvan. Tristan Galvan will be your pitcher here this evening for Sharyland Pioneer. Taylor Herrera will take her time as she steps back out of the batter's box. Will step back into the batter's box here. At 7:02 p.m., first pitch is up and away. That is in there. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here in the top of inning number 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way, a bit high and outside. That will put her up 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes here in the top of the first inning for Herrera. We'll step back into the batter's box now. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one finding the strike zone, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike with the count. Herrera still up in the count, taking her time, stepping out of the batter's box. We'll step back into it. For Galvan, just trying to find the strike zone, evening up the count will be key here. First at bat for Herrera tonight. Checks her swing. That is in there, called strike. 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taylor Herrera. Galvan will try to get the strikeout here. Herrera trying to get on base once again, or potentially, of course, continuing to battle and also making the count full, as I was about to say that. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Just goes outside. Three balls, 2 strikes to count now. We'll step into the batter's box once again for Herrera. Full count. Payoff pitch on the way. Got her looking. And that's a strikeout. Gets her for out number 1. And it's going to be Melody Soto up to the plate now for the Lady Jackets of Edcouch Elsa High School. 1 down for Tristan Galvan here this evening. Putting up strikeout number 1. Melody Soto looking to get on base here. Edcouch Elsa don't want to go down swinging, or don't want to necessarily go down 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning, but that's going to be throw to first in time. That is out number 2. Melody Soto grounds out from third base to first, and that is going to be 2 down for Sharyland Pioneer. And their defense. Mila Pedraza batting in that number 3 spot here this evening. Two up, 2 down. Pedraza will take her time, stepping back out of the batter's box now. And we'll step back into it. That one just outside. 1-0. Two outs here. The top of inning number 1. Sharyland Pioneer trying to get out of this first inning with 3 up, 3 down. That's going to be the second ball 2 to be exact. Ended up being a bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch on the way. That's in there. Strike 1. Got her looking, but that was a smart thing from Mila Pedraza just to take that pitch in the end. Waiting for that perfect pitch. Of course, plate discipline is everything, especially when it gets even into the first round of the playoffs. 2-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on, popped up to left center field, and will make the out. Check that, it dropped in the end. Thought it was a catch for a split second, but that is in there, base hit. So still 2 down for Sharyland Pioneer. Mila Pedraza gets on base. It's Elsa Balboa will be up to the plate now in the 4th spot. A lot of Edcouch Elsa players, the Lady Jackets players, what they like to do is step into the batter's box and step back out. Take their time. Balboa in the batter's box here. Runner on first base. First pitch on the way. That one's a bit outside. It's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes here. One 1-0 pitch on the way. That is in there. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at first base once again with 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Sharyland Pioneer were able to get 2 quick outs on the defensive side, but since then allowed for a runner on first base. That one will be in there. Strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch on the way. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. To Balboa. Heading the count won't necessarily have to swing at this one unless she feels it's a perfect pitch to swing at. 3-1 pitch on the way. That is strike number 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. Three-two pitch on the way. That swung on, popped up in foul territory. Foul ball. Trying to get to it, I believe. There was Jirovec for Sharyland Pioneer High School, the catcher here this evening. Just misses the opportunity there. It is check that, Quintanilla. Oh, check that, I was correct on the first time. Jirovec. That one swung on. That is going to be fouled. And we'll continue to battle. This is Balboa. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Three-two pitch on the way, swung on. That is fouled away deep left. I believe that hit off the light pole. Stays 3-2. Again, continuing to battle is Balboa. That's the 4th batter so far. Runner at first base. That is Mila Pedraza. Pedraza got walked. It is still 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count. Again, Sharyland Pioneer were able to get 2 quick outs, 2 up, 2 down. Walked, of course, the 3rd batter. It's Pedraza, now Balboa. Elsa Balboa not wanting to go down without an opportunity to get on base here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You can see how dominant she can be at the plate. That is ball 4. Runners at first and second. So Elsa Balboa gets walked in the end. The line drive foul ball down the left field line. Think about if she would have gotten a hold of it just a little bit later. There's a possibility that would have been gone down the left field line. Meanwhile, though, it is going to be batting in the 5th position, Jaden Ruiz up to the plate. First one on the way. That is strike number 1. Runners at first and second for Edcouch. Elsa, they've put themselves in a good situation here with 2 outs and 2 runners on with 2 walks. Check that, with 1 walk and a hit. Let me correct myself by saying it was a hit by the first batter. That's going to be swung on and missed. So again, Pedraza, Mila Pedraza able to get on base with a base hit. Runners at first and second. So already 1 hit for the Lady Jackets. Ruiz will take her time. Down in the count, 0-2. The Edcouch Elsa Lady Jackets finding themselves down to their last strike in this inning. That's going to be a slow roller. We'll throw to first, and we'll be out in time to retire the side. Edcouch Elsa will strand 2 as we head into the bottom half of inning number 1. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this as playoff softball continues.
Or even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Back we go once again here. And it will be Zirovec batting in the number 1 spot for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live Network, RSL in for the bottom half of inning number 1. First pitch on the way. That is going to be strike number 1. Cotter swinging. Nothing and 1. Second one on the way. That is fouled off and will land 0-2. Puts Zirovec behind the count here. Melody Soto is your pitcher here this evening, your starting pitcher for the Lady Jackets. Starting things off well for herself as it is 0-2. Zirovec finding herself down in the count. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. Nothing and 2. That's going to be a grounder towards the third base. We'll throw to first in time. And that is out number 1. So 1 out just like that for
Wearing number 5, a senior, Hope Garcia.
Edcouch Elsa's defense. Hope Garcia up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. The Lady Diamondbacks with an opportunity to try and get something going here again. 1 down so far for the Edcouch LC Yellow Lady Jacket defense. Soto making it difficult so far in the top or bottom half of the inning number 1. Garcia up to the plate once again. The first one, that's going to go outside, ball number 1. Check that. Will be strike number 1. So just finding the strike zone there. The second one. That is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. That one's going to be a wild pitch in the end, making it 2 balls, 1 strike. To Garcia. Garcia stepping out of the batter's box. Will step back into it this time. Two balls, 1 strike. Ended up going, yes indeed, that is going to be strike number 2 to even up the count. 2-2. And Cotter swinging. That is out number 2 for the Lady Jackets. 2 up, 2 down. Flores up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer. Takes a couple of practice swings. Will step into the batter's box now. 2 down. First one on the way, swung on and missed. That one goes behind, though. It is still going to be strike number 1. Catcher quickly talking to the pitcher for Edcouch, Elsa. Wanting to quickly talk it over. And we'll head back to her spot. Soto, 1-0. That's going to be swung on. And it is in time. 3 up, 3 down from Edcouch, Elsa. And that is going to take us into the top half of inning number 2. 3 up, 3 down from Edcouch Elsa. It is 4 runners up, 5 runners up, 3 down for Sharyland Pioneer. Their last inning, they'll look to try and go 3 up, 3 down this time. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Back live we go once again here. It is the top half of inning number 2. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stepping back into the batter's box this time. That one will be outside. Ball number 1. One ball, check that, it is strike number 1. Nothing and 1. That evens up the count at 1. One pitch on the way. Outside brings it 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Stepping out of the batter's box again, and we'll step back into it. Two 1 pitch on the way. A bit high. That is going to be 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jenna Garcia at the plate once again. This is in the 6th spot. Garcia finds herself up in the count there. That one is ball 4. Gets on base here, the leadoff walk. We'll bring up Mariah Sandoval. That's going to be a bunt, and it'll be foul. No balls, 1 strike to Sandoval. He's trying to advance the runner here. A 1 pitch on the way. That is bunted, and it is going to be foul. 0-2. 0-2 to Sandoval. That's popped up. That is going to be in foul territory, and it is hit foul. A lot of them have been hit foul either down the right field line or even sort of left center. 0-2. Still to Sandoval. That is outside. 1 ball, no strike. Check that, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. Connor swinging. And that's in there for out number 1. So add another strikeout for Galvan here this evening. Gets 1 down with 1 runner on for Edcouch Elsa. One will be outside. 1-0. Ball, no strikes to Villarreal. One-0 pitch on the way. 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way. Connor swinging for strike number 1. Quick time called. Third base coach talking with Villarreal. Villarreal will take at least 1 practice swing. We'll take another pitching circle visit as well for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Madrid Villarreal will step back into the batter's box this time. 2-1 pitch on the way. That's swung on, hit in foul territory. That is out number 2. So great instant replay look at this one. Just went into foul territory. The catcher able to extend to get out number 2. 2 down, runner at first base. That's going to be a bunt. Over to the third base. We'll throw to first, and that is in there for out number 3. Edcouch Elsa strand 1. We'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 2. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
That becomes a hit. That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
Back we go once again here from Sharyland Pioneer High School. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. This is the bottom half of inning number 2. Once again, no runs scored on the board so far. That is going to be a grounder. Shortstop can't hang on to it. And it's a base hit for, once again, Galvan. Galvan gets on base. It is going to be a leadoff single. The only difference, like I mentioned before, is what we're slowly but surely starting to see. Is that it is going to be more of a defensive-minded game from both sides. That first one is in there, called strike number 1. Up to the plate this time, it is Madera. That is swung on, grounder over to first, gets it in time, and safe at second. So advances a runner. Madera will have the force out at first. And it is going to be Robledo up to the plate coming up next.
Now batting, wearing number 63, a senior, Alexia
Robledo up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. First one on the way, that is outside, ball 1. One and 0 the count, runner at second base. That is swung on, hit well deep. Could drop, it is. That's going to be to second base, and it is an RBI double. Bringing in Galvan from Robledo.
Now batting, wearing number 9, a senior,
And there we go, 1-0 your score. The Pioneer Lady Diamondbacks lead here early on in this one. Quintanilla up to the plate, coming up here very shortly. Catcher and pitcher talking it over. Melody Soto talking to the catcher. Umpire will come over to the pitching circle to end the talk. We should get going here in a second. That's Lopez who was talking, Carissa Lopez was talking to Melody Soto. That one is in there, ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes here with 1 out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Last time Sharyland Pioneer were able to score that opening run, the Lady Diamondbacks kind of got onto a run as well. Scoring, I believe, 3. It is the bottom half of inning number 2. Runner at second base in scoring position for Sharyland Pioneer after the RBI. It is 3-0 is the count. Take a couple of practice swings this time is Quintanilla. That's up the middle. That is strike number 1. And a good take from Quintanilla there. Didn't necessarily need to swing at it. Every player, of course, wanting to have that plate discipline, wanting to be calm and collected at the batter's box. That second one, though, in there, strike number 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. It is a full count. to Quintanilla with 1 out. 3-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on and hit foul almost all the way into the tennis courts as they're behind the softball field. 3 balls, 2 strikes still the count. Steps back into the batter's box is Quintanilla. Soto trying to get the strikeout here. 3-2 pitch on the way. Got her swinging. And that's out number 2. 2 down for Edinburgh. Check that for the Edcouch Elsa Lady Jacket defense. Bianca Garcia up to the plate this time. First one in there, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 pitch on the way. That is outside, ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. To Garcia. 2-0 pitch on the way. A bit inside. It is going to be strike number 1. Bianca Garcia kind of to the edge of the batter's box as well. Still has space in front of her, too. Something to look at as it is 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Of course, Garcia and even Melody Soto had been here before, as Soto was able to get it back to a full count off of the last batter. Caught her swinging for strike number 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lady Jackets trying to limit the damage with only allowing 1 run and potentially a runner to be stranded for Sharyland Pioneer in scoring position at second base. That is outside, and that's going to be called strike 3. That will retire the side. We will take a quick break as well as we get you to the top half of inning number 3. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
You are in life. Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Back we go once again here, bottom half. Check that top half of inning number 3 of Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. That stayed fair, but able to get her out in time at first base. And that's out number 1. So got her out in the end. Up to the plate. The Soto, yes, indeed it is. Back to the top of the lineup we've gone, as that was Herrera who ended up getting out. Now it's Melody Soto up to the plate. Will take her time again, stepping back out of the batter's box, talking to the third base coach for a split second, and now it's going to be hit well through the gap. It goes down left center field. That's a base hit. So after one down, able to get on base, and we'll set things up for Mila Pedraza. Pedraza was able to get walked in the end. Last time she was up to bat was one hit and then a walk, and runners were on first and second. Back up the last time that these two went up to bat. Runner does go, throw to second. No one will end up being there, and it's going to skip past into the outfield. Will be safe at third. And now a runner in scoring position is Melody Soto. 1 ball, no strikes is the count back at home plate. A chance to even up the score here. Runner at third base again will step out of the batter's box once more. Is Mila Pedraza. In the on-deck circle will be Alyssa Balboa. That swung on, hit well down the left field line. Left fielder will make the grab. Here comes a tag and throw. It's going to be cut off, and runner will be safe. All tied up in the end at 1. How we expect a game 2 like this to really go, especially much more even. Mila Pedraza still at the plate here, outside of the batter's box. Check that, will not be. She was the one who ended up getting out. It's back to Alyssa Balboa this time. Takes that first pitch, and that ends up being 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes is a count. That is going to be in there. Strike 1. So 2 outs once again. It's all tied up 1 apiece. Could potentially head into the bottom half of inning number 3 with the score 1-1. One pitch on the way. That swung on line, foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Alyssa Balboa.
You're on the wrong side. Tonya, you're on the wrong side.
1-1 pitch on the way. That one was a bit low, and it is 2-2. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes is the count. That is 3-2. Full count once again. Galvan trying to get the strikeout here. That's going to be a grounder through the third base line. That will stay alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes this time. Balboa still alive. 3-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on. That is hit foul. It'll go over the press box. all the way really near the concession stand, to be exact. 3 balls, 2 strikes still. Full count once again. Galvan just trying to get the strikeout. And as for Balboa, trying to get on base here to continue this rally. It's 1-1 your score. That is outside. That is ball 4. Check that inside. Ball 4 either way. Going to first base. Runner at first base this time is Balboa. It will go to Jaden Ruiz. Batting in that number 5th spot for the second time here this evening. Steps into the batter's box. 2 outs here. Top of the 3rd. Reminder again, it's 1-1. Time is called for Sharyland Pioneer High School to have a pitching circle visit. Just really trying to, of course, talk things over, calm Galvan down. As it is 1-1. Again, to Sharyland Pioneer, they were able to get those 2 outs. Since then, have not been able to get that 3rd out so far. The Lady Diamondbacks will go out of their meeting. And again, 0-0 here with 2 outs. Again, Sharyland Pioneer, they lead the series 1-0 in this best of 3. Couch Elsa need to win this one in order to continue their season, potentially play that 3rd game. That is going to be outside, or a little bit high to be exact. It is ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes here this time. One-0 pitch on the way. 2-0. Runner once again at first base for Edcouch Elsa and the Lady Jackets. Two-0 is the count. 2-0 pitch on the way. Connor swinging. That's going to be strike number 1. It's perfect conditions here this evening for some softball. Along with, of course, it is just a bit windy. Like I mentioned before, the wind is sort of towards their backs for the players, so you will see a lot of pop flies going towards left field, so I would not be shocked to see at least 1 home run for this evening. Takes that one. 3-1. Up in the count here, 3 balls, 1 strike for the Lady Jackets. And Ruiz. 3-1 pitch on the way. That is ball 4. Runners at first and second now. All of a sudden, Lady Jackets with a runner in scoring position and a runner at first base. Jenna Garcia, the designated player here this evening for the Lady Jackets, is up to the plate, stepping into the batter's box. 0-0. First one on the way. That is in there. Strike 1. Nothing in 1. Steps out of the batter's box this time for Jenna Garcia. Stepping back into it. Down on the count, 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's a bit high and outside. Evens up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second, like we mentioned. Lady Jackets able to get one run here in the top of the third so far, with an opportunity to potentially at least get another run, as well the runner at second base in scoring position to be exact. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. 1-1 pitch on the way. That swung on. That's going to be popped up in the infield. Shortstop comes up, makes the play. And Edcouch Elsa will strand 2, but get 1 run back to even up the score, 1 apiece. We'll be right back after this to bring you all coverage of the bottom half of inning number 3. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Texas Southmost College's auto body repair program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's auto body repair program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
I'll do anything for my clients. Would you pick up our kids from school? Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Channel.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Brownsville ISD, every...
Back we go once again here. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1-1 pitch on the way. Checks her swing. 2-1. Back to the top of the order it goes, as it is, check that, not to the top of the order. It's at the bottom of the order. Batting cleanup, it is Sandoval. That should be outside. It is ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Bottom half of inning number 3 once again. That is popped foul. Over the dugout it goes. Full count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 Sandoval. Stepping out of the batter's box once again will make her way back across. Takes a couple of practice swings. Steps into the batter's box this time. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch on the way, and that's going to be a strikeout to retire 1. 1 down this time to retire Sandoval. And it's going to be back to the top of the lineup. Lily Jurovac, her second at bat of the evening. With 1 out. Bottom half of inning number 3 once again. 1-1 your score. That first one, that is outside. It's going to be ball number 1. Lily Jurovac stepping back into the batter's box this time. Checks her swing. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Swung on, that's it well down the left field line. Doesn't have enough, it's off the wall, it goes. And that is gonna be a stand-up double. Sharyland Pioneer and Lily Jurovac gets on base with 1 out. Hope Garcia will go up to the plate with an opportunity to get an RBI here in the bottom half of inning number 3. A very powerful hit that time, as there is going to be a pitching circle visit with Melody Soto and team. No manager went out there to go talk to them. So it's just a team meeting alone. Soto giving up a big shot down that left field line. We have time to show you all that in the replay. It was a great hit. You could hear it off the sound of the bat. It looked like for a split second it was going to be a home run down that left field line. It hits off the wall. And a stand-up double in the end. Thought about taking the pitch. That is going to be ball number 1 for Garcia. Once again at bat. Into the batter's box she goes, up in the count, 1-0. That one is going to be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Runner at second base. There's Lee Jirovec at second base. 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. She'll go in there for a strikeout. 2 outs.
One more.
Flores up to the plate now this time. Batting once again in that number 3 spot for the second time this evening. 2 down. Runner at second base in scoring position. That first one does go in there. Strike number 1. That one swung on. That's through. Almost through the cap. Able to make the grab for out number 3. 1 runner stranded for Sharyland Pioneer High School. We'll head to the top half of inning number 4. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
If you've been in a...
Back we go here. Top half of inning number 4 is upon us. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, RSL in. Once again, bringing you all coverage of this by-district playoff game. Game number 2 to be exact. Sharyland Pioneer were able to take care of business at game 1 on the road. 8-4, so they lead this series 1-0 in this best of 3. If they were to win today, if the Lady Diamondbacks were to win today, they would clinch the series in the by-district championship. Now, if Edcouch Elsa were to win today, we would go to a game number 3, and that is in none other than Edcouch Elsa. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch on the way. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. That's low and inside. That's ball number 3. 3 balls, no strikes this time. Three balls, no strikes. 3-0 pitch on the way. That's low. That is ball 4. Four-pitch walk this time. Runner will go to first base. That's Mariah Sandoval at first, and now Madrid Villarreal back up to bat for the second time this evening. Takes a couple of practice swings. Will step into the batter's box this time. That is in there, ball number 1. Still no outs. One 0 pitch on the way. One's up the middle, strike number 1. One pitch on the way. That's going to be a bunt, and it is going to end up going foul. Finds herself behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will be Madrid Villarreal. One-two pitch on the way. Got her swinging. Will drop it. And foul will be called. So foul ball in the end. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One ball, 2 strikes. The count once again. It was tipped foul once again, says the umpire. Continues to battle. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Swung on and missed. Throw to second. In time, but no one was positioned there correctly. It is still going to be out number 1. Runner will advance to second base now. Both teams, of course, getting 1 run here this evening so far. So we've made our way into the top half of inning number 4. 7-inning softball game once again. Already just over 1 hour of play, as it is 8:04 p.m. As that is how the pace of play has gone. Nothing here with 1 out. First one up the middle, that is in there, called strike 1. Nothing in 1. A 1 pitch on the way. Evens up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Runner at second base for Edcouch Elsa. One pitch on the way. That swung on. Back to the pitcher it will go. We'll throw to first in time, and we'll keep the runner held at second. Close to being a double play there, but got back to the bag in time. Still will be out number 2. Pitcher had to hesitate a little bit. To be exact, that was Galvan. She had to hesitate a bit, making sure that the runner at second did not leave. Throws to first, and then the first baseman sees she starts to run, throws to second, and just gets back to the bag in time to make it only 2 down instead of a double play to end the inning with a runner in scoring position, or the top half of the inning, I should say. First one on the way. That one goes outside, ball number 1. One ball, no strikes. Top of inning number 4 once again. 1-1 your score. That one swung on, popped up near the left field line. Left fielder trying to get there and will. Gets there for out number 3. Runner stalled at second base. Stranded to be exact. And the Lady Diamondbacks will be up to bat right after this. And certainly look very quickly at this one. Just came up to the plate and again had that opportunity. Pops it up down that left field line. And the left fielder making the grab. I'm going to give chase, but able to get the out. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Back we go once again here for the bottom half of inning number 4. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, RSLN. Bringing you all coverage of this by-district game. Again, bottom half of inning number 4. Edcouch Elsa could not score any runs, so really now kind of gives the advantage back to Sharyland Pioneer. As Tristan Galvan is up to the plate, batting in that 4th spot. Second time this evening. And what I mean by that is because of the fact of, well, Sharyland Pioneer, they're up to the plate. They have a chance to, the Lady Diamondbacks have a chance to get a rally started. I'd say the same thing if we end this bottom half of the inning with 3 up, 3 down, which is very possible. First pitch on the way, that is strike number 1 to Galvan. Galvan will stay in the batter's box for pitch number 2. Cotter swinging 0-2, down on the count early. We'll step out of the batter's box. We'll calm it down. Getting over to the first base coach for a split second. We'll call time in the batter's box here, ready for that pitch. That is popped up. A skyrocket to the shortstop. Who will drop it? Galvan will get on base for the leadoff single. And Madera will go up to bat in the 5th spot once again in that lineup. Had the opportunity right there. One to one your score. First one on the way. It is strike number 1 to Madera. That one's going to be a wild pitch. Runner advances to second. So Galvan will advance to second base, taking advantage of both opportunities she's had in this inning. 1-1 your score. That's going to be a grounder. We'll throw to second and out. Check that safe at second and first. I was just making sure for that. It sounded like it was an out for a split second. Now, time will be called for, I believe, Edcouch, Elsa. As Madera able to make it on base, Alexia Roberto will be up to the plate coming up here shortly. Runners are at first and second for the time being as it stands. Umpire, I think, checking his notes or checking his helmet potentially. First base umpire, to be exact, going back over the... No, check that. It's the umpire for behind home plate. Just discussing the call, I believe. We'll come back to it. Robledo will be back at the plate here in a second. Back into the batter's box. Runners at first and second for Sharyland Pioneer. They only have no outs to their name. Like I mentioned, this is where things can get dangerous for Edcouch Elsa. That one goes foul. 0-1 to Robledo. That's if, of course, the bats start to get going, the runs start to pour in here in this bottom half of inning number 4. We've seen it happen before. We saw it happen yesterday. That one goes in there, evens up the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Steps back into the batter's box this time. 1-1 pitch on the way. That's swung on, hit well down center field. Center fielder will make the grab. It is going to be a tag and run. Safe at third and safe at second. Sacrifice fly in the end. We'll work out a treat for Sharyland Pioneer High School.
Now batting, wearing number 9, a senior,
Quintanilla in the 7th spot once again for batting. She'll be at the plate. Steps back into the batter's box this time. First pitch on the way. Decides to take it, and it is strike number 1. No, 0-1. In the bottom half of inning number 4, runners at second and third base. Both runners in scoring position. That is going to be a checked swing, and it should be 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. That one's a bit high. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Once again to Quintanilla. Quintanilla will step back into the batter's box here. Checks her swing. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Setting herself up in a good position here, up in the count. Only thing that could really change this if it does go into a full count. Checked her swing again. That is still going to be a strike, though. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Three, 2, pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and that's a strikeout. For out number 2. Bianca Garcia up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Puts herself in an interesting situation here with 2 outs to the Lady Diamondbacks names. They'll try to strike him out. That's going to be ball number 1, though. Setting yourself up in a difficult situation, like I mentioned. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch on the way. That is outside. That is ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch on the way. That one in there for strike number 1. Just finding the strike zone this time. 2-1 pitch on the way. That swung on, popped up. Second baseman able to make the grab. That'll retire the side. Sharyland Pioneer, strand 2 in scoring position. We'll head back to the top half, this time of inning number 5. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Back we go once again here as we head into the top half of inning number 5. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, RSL in. Bring you all coverage of this interesting game number 2. Once again, as we talked about it, Sharyland Pioneer won game number 1. 8-4 in Edcouch Elsa. Edcouch Elsa are in a must-win situation. They have to win tonight at Sharyland Pioneer in order to continue their season and to play back at home. Forcing a game 3, that game will be at 2 p.m. right back here on RSLN on the Sharyland channel as well. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. The top half of inning number 5 is upon us. Galvan with the first one. That is in there. Strike number 1. Nothing in 1. That's a bit high and inside. It's going to be ball 1. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike now. One pitch on the way. It checks her swing. It is going to be ball number 2 just outside. One-two pitch on the way. That is low. A bit outside. It's ball 3. 3-1. Thinking about the bunt, will decide not to. That is outside. That's ball 4. Lead-off walk for Edcouch Elsa and the Lady Jackets. And again, advantage going towards Edcouch Elsa here. Top half of inning number 5. as they were able to, once again, the Lady Jackets defense really played a pivotal part in not allowing for Sharyland Pioneer to get anything going, even off of those two. That's going to be a throw to second. Hesitated, though. That's going to be safe. And a stolen base in the end. Puts herself in scoring position now for the Lady Jackets of Edcouch Elsa. 1-0 the count. Mila Pedraza up to the plate once again. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch on the way. Decides to take it. And it is outside. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes here. In top of the 5th inning. Really 3 more at-bats here for each side. And this game was 7 innings. Checks her swing. That is strike number 1, though. Just finding the strike zone. It is still no outs. 2-1 the count to Mila Pedraza. Melody Soto at second base at the moment. 2 balls, 1 strikes. Galvan trying to get the strikeout here. 2 balls, 1 strike the count once again. Checks her swing. It is 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-one pitch on the way. That is in there. Strike number 2. Full count. Mila Pedraza in a tricky situation here with a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. Ball 4. Runners at first and second. Pedraza gets walked in the end. And all of a sudden, allows for Alyssa Balboa to have a chance to score some runs. We have a runner in scoring position, but runners at first and second here. No outs, that swung on. Hit foul down the left field line. We've seen this before. From this side. Getting a hold of one of those pitches will be gone. It's perfect conditions, like I mentioned, for a home run this evening. A bit of a light breeze from behind can help the ball travel. And then you're talking about sluggers. Runners will advance off of a wild pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners at second and third. Same position that the Lady Diamondbacks were in. The difference is no outs here for Edcouch Elsa and the Yellow Jackets. Having an opportunity to take advantage of this. Runners at second and third. Takes her time, steps back off the batter's box for Balboa. One pitch on the way. That is in there. Called strike number 2. Check that, ball 2. Just outside of the strike zone, says the umpire. 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch on the way. Swung on, grounded towards the third base line. It is foul, 2-2. Can really hold them in this situation for Edcouch Elsa is getting back-to-back strikeouts here. It's back to 2 balls, 2 strikes, though. It is an even count for Tristan Galvan. Try to get the strikeout here. Potentially even a grounder to first base. And we'll see how the rest of the runners decide to go from there. That's, of course, a good situation for Sharyland Pioneer. As for Edcouch Elsa, they want to score the runs. That one's outside. It's full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a chance to load up the bases. 3 balls, 2 strikes once again with the full count. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. Again with no outs here. Check that 1 out. Check that. It is a strike 3. So my mistake on that, it was a strikeout. Didn't look like the umpire had called the strikeout signal, that's why. But it is check that, ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes here. One 0 pitch on the way. That is a bit outside and a bit high. 2-0. Again, finding yourself ahead in the count. 2-0. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Two-one pitch on the way. 2-0 pitch on the way is in there. 3-0. Three-0 pitch on the way. That is inside. That is ball 4. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded once again. Not once again, but bases are loaded. And there is a chance for Edcouch Elsa to really bring in some runs and open up this game. And open this game wide open, I should say. The Lady Diamondbacks are going to talk this over, considering, well, again, it's bases loaded with 1 out here. Galvan was able to get a strikeout for the first out of the inning. The only difference right now is, well, Galvan will try and look for that second strikeout, of course, in this inning to try to salvage something for Sharyland Pioneer. As for Edcouch Elsa, we go back to it. The Lady Jackets have done a good job in this inning, loading up the bases. Can they execute and score runs? That will be on their minds coming up here soon with 1 out. Bases loaded, though, will help them out in general. Most likely will probably be able to get at least 1 run, if not more. That is outside, ball number 1. One 0 pitch on the way. That is up the middle. That is called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike right up the middle in the strike zone. One pitch on the way. That's swung on. That's popped up in the infield. Infielder will make the grab, throw home, won't be in time. And now they have her in a rundown. The throw, that's going to be out. The Lady Diamondbacks will get the 3rd out. But the Lady Jackets will get 1. take the lead as we head to the bottom half of inning number 5. Like I mentioned, good job from the Lady Diamondbacks to at least only allow for 1 run to happen there. 2-1, Edcouch Elsa lead. They have the advantage as we head into the bottom half of inning number 5. Can Sharyland Pioneer even up the score? We'll find out after the break. Stay tuned.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
Looks good, boss.
Yeah, latte.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Back we go once again here, bottom half of inning number 5. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live Network, RSLN. And well, Elsa Sandoval up to the plate this time for none other than Sharyland Pioneer and the Lady Diamondbacks. Score right now: Edcouch Elsa 2, Sharyland Pioneer 1, bottom of the 5th inning. Reminder, Sharyland Pioneer will have the last at bat for both of these teams, so they could walk it off if the score were to stay the same all the way up until the bottom of the 7th inning. And even if the score does change, where Edcouch Elsa are still up, Lady Diamondbacks still have that last at bat, I should say. That one is hit foul, evens up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. No outs. Bottom of inning number 5 we go. Batting in the cleanup spot once again. That's Sandoval at the plate. Evens up the count at 1. That's going to be a grounder towards the third baseman. Will get rid of it. Won't be able to actually handle it as it passed by the third baseman, and the shortstop could not grab it. That is a base hit in the end. Leadoff single from Sandoval back to the top of the lineup. Sharyland will head to the plate with 1 runner on. Tying run at first base. 2-1 your score. That one swung on right to second baseman, but could not get there in time to throw out the first baseman. The first base runner. Still got the force out in the end. The all-important force out.
Now batting, wearing number 5, a senior,
Hope Garcia up to the plate now, batting in the number 2 spot. Lady Diamondbacks again with a tying run at first base with 1 out. Bottom half of inning number 5. Up the middle, first strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way. That one is a slow roller foul. 0-2 will be the count. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. That swung on. Fouled again. So now it's 0-2. Either way. For some strange reason, the scoreboard says 0-1. It's no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 this time. And Connor looking for strike 3. 2 down. Up to Flores now.
Now batting, wearing number 24, a sophomore, Larissa Flores.
Flores up to the plate. Now this time, runner at first base. Outside, check that inside. It is going to be ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Flores. Runner at first base with 2 outs. Second one on the way. That evens up the count at 1. Check that 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. That one is going to be ball 3. That one was into the batter's box on the inside. Therefore, ball number 3. That one is up the middle. That is going to be strike 1. Connor swinging for strike 2. It's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first base once again. 3-2 is the count. 3-2 pitch on the way. That one swung on, popped up. It's going to drop in there. Base hit, and runners will be in the corners. Tristan Galvan in that number 4 spot. We can flash back to last night in a similar situation. Galvan even got walked, intentionally walked after this. There is a chance that they may do the same thing here, where Edcouch also might decide to intentionally walk Tristan Galvan. It'll load up the bases, but Tristan Galvan last night hits a 3-run shot down the left field line. Kind of an exact situation here, except the last time it was in the top of the first inning. There you go. Bases are loaded. They will not pitch to Galvan. A very smart strategic move in my eyes from Edcouch Elsa. As Madera will head to the plate. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. That's the difference, and that's exactly the reason of why they walked Tristan Galvan in that situation. If it was 1 out, I think they would have decided to pitch to her potentially. But since it's 2 outs, there is a higher probability that there could be a strikeout or potentially, of course, just a flyout or an out at first base. Still, the Lady Diamondbacks in a good situation with bases loaded here. Madera at the plate. Stepping out of the batter's box right now. The umpire will go behind home plate. He'll put on his umpire mask, his catcher's mask to be exact, as I call it. And back underway. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runner will be safe. The ball is free. Runners will stay at second and third. We are tied. Two to two, your score. It is 1-0 is the count. Montera will step back into the plate. Now it's not bases loaded. It's runners at second and third. That one is outside. That is ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That is swung on. It is hit foul. Down the third base line, 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. is the count. Two balls, one strike. Checks her swing. That is inside. That should be ball three. Yes, indeed it is. 3 balls, 1 strike. Checked her swing in the end. The 3-1 pitch on the end. In the end, check that up the middle. Full count. Again, Sharyland Pioneer were able to get the tying run off of a wild pitch. This is an important pitch here. Full count. 2 outs. 2-2. Swung on and hit well. It's going to land all the way to the left center field wall. That will clear the bases and bring it in for a double. A bases clearing double for Madera. 4-2 your score. Alexia Robledo to the plate now with the runner in scoring position, and all of a sudden you're starting to see what dangers Sharyland Pioneer can produce even with 2 outs in the bottom half of an inning like that, loading up the bases. And then Edcouch also it seems like they're starting to feel the pressure right now. Both teams really, when they're on the pitching circle. That's just how it's seemed like from, of course, an outside person's perspective, from an announcer's perspective of how this game has gone on. 4-2 your score right now. Sharyland Pioneer lead by 2 with a runner at on second base. Again, Sharyland Pioneer, they have had their issues with trying to get out of the second inning. That's another intentional walk for Robledo. Bringing up Quintanilla. Here's the thing. Even though Edcouch also walked Robledo, Quintanilla has still been pretty dangerous at bat. Has been able to get on base. So an interesting strategy here with 2 outs to intentionally walk Robledo. That's going to be popped up, though. Able to get there in the end. Center fielder makes the out at right center field. 2 runs scored, though. Sharyland Pioneer strand 1. 4-2 your new score. Check that, they got 3 runs scored. 4-2 your score. Sharyland Pioneer lead by 2. We'll be back with the top half of inning number 6. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, RSL, and we'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Hey, champ. My dad got hurt in a car crash, and our insurance company isn't helping us at all.
Give this to your dad. Have him give me a call.
Thanks, champ. Hey, I've been working on my jabs.
Let's see what you got.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
There's no place like Sharyland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back we go once again. Here it is, the top half of inning number 6. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, RSL in. Here as we head to the top half of inning number 6. Sharyland Pioneer took advantage of mistakes from Edcouch Elsa, getting those 3 runs in the bottom half of inning number 5, taking the lead in this one. Again, a really smart job, though, by Edcouch Elsa. What they wanted to do to try and limit the damage as well was they smartly walked Tristan Galvan. They smartly walked, once again, Alexia Robledo. Those are 2 very dangerous sluggers on the team, very dangerous hitters on Sharyland Pioneers' team. Now, right after that, though, Quintanilla has been a powerful hitter as well. Just ended up flying out in the end to end inning number 5. But that just goes to show that you can walk one person, and then the second person coming up to the bat could still be very dangerous. That first pitch in the end, though, goes in there, strike number 1 for none other than Galvan. Good job there. Edcouch also, of course, now wanting to try and get back into this one, needing to find those 2 runs at least, tie it back up. Evens up the count at 1 apiece at the plate right now. Looks to be a pinch hitter of Jasmine Loreto. Step back into the batter's box this time. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch on the way. Checks her swing. In there, called strike 2. One-two pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Caught her swinging, and that's out number 1. 1 down. Edcouch Elsa. This is with the second batter. I believe we'll head over to Soto. Check that. Madrid up to the plate. Madrid Villarreal. That is outside, ball number 1. Starts it off just outside. In the strike zone that time, will take her time and slows it down, walks out of the batter's box. And now we'll take a couple steps back into the batter's box here. 1 ball, no strikes is the count. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one finding the strike zone. Evens up the count at 1. Madrid Villarreal deciding to take that pitch. Looking for that perfect one. Good plate discipline so far. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Top of the 6th inning. Penultimate at bat for the Lady Jackets. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one. That is strike number 2. Was over the strike zone. It's a good riser. It sunk perfectly. Almost looked like a splitter in a way. Either way, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch on the way. Caught her swinging for strikeout number 2 and out number 2 of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for the Lady Diamondbacks. Last time that they were in this situation with 2 outs, this is where Edcouch Elsa became dangerous and got on base and were able to load up the bases. Only scored 1 run off of that, but can be dangerous with 2 outs. Step back out of the batter's box. Continuing with her warm-up, looking at the third base coach, and now we'll step back into it. That's going to be a bunt, and it's going to be foul. 0-1. It's an interesting strategy there, trying to bunt. But to be fair, if you lay down a very good bunt in softball or even in baseball where it's just a slow roller, it stays fair. Sometimes the opposition will just try to look at it and to hope that it goes foul. And other times, if you're able to really get off from the batter's box after the bunt and it stays fair, you can make it to first base as well. It's a good strategy in my eyes as well, even with 2 outs. That is going to go foul off the top of the backstop. It goes 0-2. 0-2. Decided to get out of the bunt, but had to come back and swing quicker. 0-2 here. Steps into the batter's box this time. No balls, 2 strikes. On the way, that's going to hit the dirt and outside. New count is 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. One-two pitch on the way. It's just a bit too high and a bit inside. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, now the count. Slowing down the tempo here. We have hit 8:51 p.m. Just, of course, the time update. That is hit down the third base line, but foul. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. 4-2, your score once again. Sharyland Pioneer lead in the top of the 6th. Lady Diamondbacks were able to get 2 quick outs here. Trying to go 3 up, 3 down. 2-2 pitch on the way. Cotter looking. It is ball 3. It is just a bit outside. Full count. 3-2 pitch on the way. That is high and inside, ball 4. Able to get on base again, and that's how most of Edcouch Elsa have been able to get on base, have been with those walks. A bit high and inside sometimes, still 2 outs against Edcouch Elsa. Lady Diamondbacks trying to get that 3rd out once again here at Edcouch Elsa with an opportunity to get 2 back if we're talking about a 2-run home run here. Would tie up the score. That one hits the dirt. Ball 1. It's a bit low. Talked about it here. Penultimate at bat for Edcouch Elsa and the Lady Jackets, due to the fact, of course, it's 7-inning baseball. Here in the top of the 6th. That one in there. Called strike, evens up the count. Cotter looking. Good plate discipline, though. Decided not to take that one. Didn't like it that much. It's still 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Stepping back out of the batter's box once again. Will take her time. We'll step back into it. Calling time for a split second, and we'll get ready. 1-2 pitch on the way from Galvan. That is outside. Throw to second, though, is in time. Will be safe, though. Just beats the throw. Hesitation kind of coming down to try and get the tag. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check that, I believe 2-2. Yes, indeed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. His account was following the scoreboard there for a split second. It took a second for it to update. Galvan trying to get the strikeout for Sharyland Pioneer. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one's outside. It's ball 3. Check that. That's going to be strike 3. That will retire the side. And Sharyland Pioneer will be up to bat as we head into the bottom half of inning number 6. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres.
Back we go once again. Here it is, 2 balls, no strikes. Again, I'm Jake Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Bring you coverage of the bottom half of any number 6. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Up to the plate is Bianca Garcia. Batting in that number 8 spot once again. Caught her swinging, and that's going to be strike 3. It's already 2 outs there, or 2 strikes, I should say, there, and it is 1 out. Alyssa Sandoval to round out the lineup once again, batting in that 9th spot, that cleanup spot, as we all like to call it. We'll take a couple of practice swings and we'll step into the batter's box for the first time in the bottom half of inning number 6. That first pitch does go in there, strike number 1. Was just on the edge of the strike zone that time. Checks her swing, that is going to be outside. Check that inside. 0-2. So it was a bit outside. Umpire does call it that one a strike, 0-2. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Foul ball is going to be called. Stays 0-2, so apparently a tipped ball in the end. The way that I've looked at this game, especially with everything that's been going on, is it has been fair play. The way that the umpire has called everything has been even on both sides. The way that this game has been, 4-2 in game number 2, that's what you'd expect, as that is a strikeout to start off in the bottom of inning number 2. 2 up, 2 down at the moment. Lily Trevek up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Back to the top of the lineup we go. For the Lady Diamondbacks, that one is going to be ball number 1. It's interesting, of course, to note with that. So we're in the bottom of inning number 6, even a 3 up, 3 down inning. it would just be Edcouch also would have to score runs. Down 4-2. Because if not, that's how it will end. That's up the middle. 3 balls, no strikes. But outside in the end, says the umpire. .30 pitch. That is strike 1. So Melody Soto just trying to get back into the strike zone. That is going to be a swing, and it is fair! And will stay at first base. So back to the top of the order it goes. Jurovic gets on base with 2 outs.
Wearing number 5, a senior,
Hope Garcia heads to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. 2 outs, once again, runner at first base to continue the inning for Sharyland Pioneer. They'd want to get insurance runs. As for Edcouch Elsa, any type of momentum here with a runner at first base, a strand a runner, getting that out could be big. Garcia with the first pitch on the way took that one. It is ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That one will go up the middle. That is going to be strike number 1. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1 runner on once again, 2 outs. Bottom half of inning number 6. That's going to be swung on. Decided to do a half swing. Almost ended up being fair, but just past the third base line. And it is hit foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Melody Soto with an opportunity to get the strikeout to end the inning. In the bottom half of inning number 6. That swung on again with a little bit of a chop swing. Those half swings, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still continuing to battle is Hope Garcia. Runner once again at first base. 2 up, 2 down so far. That's going to be a grounder over to the shortstop. Will make the play. Safe at first. Check that. Safe at first and second. Tosses it over. Instant replay look at it this time. As Garcia stepped up to the plate, back up to the plate. It was a bang-bang play. It was close to it. Looked like a tie. The tie would go to the runner. We'll take an instant replay look one more time. She was safe at second, said the umpire. Just taking a look at it, a ground ball over. Was safe at second in the end. Check that, the umpire talked it over. Yes, indeed, and it is safe. So looking at the instant replay a couple of times as well, and I can agree that it was very close, but safe at first and second. Flores up to the plate now in that number 3 position. 4-2 your score, that one in their cold strike. Runner in scoring position at second base. That one swung on, popped up. Center fielder just makes the grab, and that'll retire the side. Sharyland Pioneer lead 4-2. They're looking to go 3 up, 3 down to advance to an area round. As for Edcouch Elsa, they need 2 runs to extend this game. We'll be right back after this. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Back we go once again to here. Top of inning number 7. It is the last at-bat for Edcouch Elsa. They need to score runs. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, RSL in. Top half of inning number 7. We'll call time. Big at-bat once again for each of these players. Edcouch Elsa, they want to extend this to a game 3. That would be at 2 p.m. in Edcouch Elsa tomorrow. First pitch on the way. That is in there, strike number 1. So called strike. 0-1. That is skied high. That will land. Foul. 0-2, the count. That skyrocketed there, and the wind pushed it down to our left where we're seated. So it didn't move for a split second, then all of a sudden just moved. And so, camera operator Kane and myself are doing just fine. 0-2 is the count. 0-2 pitch on the way. Connor swinging, and she'll battle as that goes foul. Melody Soto up to the plate once again. Back to the top of the lineup. Taylor, of course, Herrera was the last one that got struck out in the bottom, or the top half, sorry, of inning number 6. And then Soto once again right here fouls that one off. It's 0-2. Still. 0-2. Swung on, hit well, down the left field. Left fielder will drop it. Throw to second, safe. Left fielder couldn't make the play. And a runner in scoring position. Melody Soto gets on base at second base. Mila Pedraza is the tying run. No outs. Top of the 7th. 4-2 your score. Outside, ball 1. And also, with that double as well, it kind of eliminates a chance for a double play. In there, evens up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch on the way. Checked her swing. That is 2 balls, 1 strike. Stays alive. Is Pedraza. Swung on, fouled away, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tamila Pedraza, still no outs. Runner at second base. Full count, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Mila Pedraza. So an error to the left fielder, bringing up that second base for Melody Soto. Mila Pedraza has a chance to join her at least first base here, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That swung on, that's going to be fouled away. Continues to battle here, still a full count. Runner still at second base once again, no outs here. Top half of inning number 7. Three-two pitch on the way. That swung on. Hit down the left field line and foul. Stays 3 balls, 2 strikes and stays a full count. For the Lady Diamondbacks, trying to get this out here, trying to get the strikeout to be exact from Galvan. Tristan Galvan has 4, of course. Mila Pedraza just trying to get on base. That is ball 4. And runners at first and second. Tying run at first base, leading run at home plate. No outs. Top of the 7th inning. Checks her swing. 1-0. One ball, no strikes here. No outs. That's a swing. Is it? It has enough. Three-run home run. 5-4 your score. And just like that, it changes everything. Instant replay look here was good off the bat, and it cleared the fence by a good ways down the left field line. I talked about it throughout this game, that was going to be a sweet spot for a lot of sluggers, a lot of hitters to be able to make a difference. 5-4, no outs. Edcouch Elsa lead. With this, we will head to a bottom half of inning number 7. Sharyland Pioneer have to remind themselves now, of course, to forget about that, be a goldfish, and come back to it and have an opportunity to get 3 outs and to regroup for themselves. As for Edcouch Elsa, they know what to do now. Continue to add. Build off with getting insurance runs, doing all of that. No balls, 1 strike is the count. Time will be called. Third base coach talking. I believe Ruiz after Balboa with the home run. 0-2 is the count. 0-2 pitch on the way. That's a bit high and outside. It's going to be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That is going to be strikeout number 1 here in the top of the 7th for Sharyland Pioneer High School. They get the strikeout here. Outside ball 1. To Jenna Garcia. No one on base. 1 out. Top of the 7th, 5-4. Your new score once again. 3-run shot is the difference maker. Edcouch Elsa. Looking to fight another day at the moment. Looking to fight another inning. 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way. That one in there. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
Gotta be good, gotta be good.
To Jenna Garcia. Ball 4. Runner at first base now. Foul ball in the end. Runner will trot back to first base.
Good try, good try.
Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Hits off the top of the press box. Foul ball. Oh, 2. Tristan Galvan trying to get the strikeout here. Edcouch Elsa lead 5-4. Runner at first base. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. Connor swinging. That is going to be strike 3, 2 down. Two down for Lady Diamondbacks defense. I believe Jasmine Laredo back. Jasmine Laredo back in the batter's box this time. We'll think about bunting, deciding not to. Check that. It's actually Adriana Rendes. Want to know the count. 1-0 pitch on the way. In there, ball 2. Two-0 pitch on the way. 3-0. Pitch on the way. That is ball 4. All of a sudden with 2 outs, 2 on for the Lady Jackets. Five to 4 your score. Edcouch Elsa lead. This stands. We head to a third game Saturday at 2 p.m. back at Edcouch Elsa. Strike number 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And that's going to be strike 3. That'll retire the side. What the difference is now, we head to the bottom of the 7th. The last at bat now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. 3-run shot, your difference maker here. Edcouch Elsa trying to force a game 3. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned for the conclusion of this one.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back we go once again here as we are getting set for the bottom half of inning number 7. It's the last at bat for the Lady Diamondbacks of Sharyland Pioneer High School. I believe we've hit the middle of the lineup just about. We're around Madera or potentially Galvan up to the plate. It is going to be Tristan Galvan as Flores into the inning into the bottom half of inning number 6. Tristan Galvan has not seen too much pitches here this evening. She's been intentionally walked a couple of times. But they will pitch to her this time, and that's going to be ball 1, and that goes all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes now.
Come on, Mel, finish it.
1 ball, no strikes. One 0 pitch on the way. That one is 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way. That's going to be 3-0. All of a sudden, Tristan Galvan up in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Think about bunting here. Takes it back, but that's strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. But Melody Soto has been good has been even battling back herself, getting into full counts. 3-1 on the way. That is ball 4. Tying run now at first base. And the winning run at home plate. Gianna Madera up to the plate. Last time she was at bat was interesting. Tying run came through. That's going to be swung on, popped up. Shortstop makes the grab. That's 1 down. Lady Diamondbacks down to their final 2 outs of the evening.
Now batting, wearing number 63, a senior,
Alexia Robledo up to the plate. Last time Edcouch Elsa and the Lady Yellow Jackets intentionally walked her. This time they will decide to pitch to her. That's going to be outside. Ball 1. That's going to be a hit. Center fielder makes the grab and will have to trot back to second base. Check that to first base. Two down for Sharyland Pioneer. The force of game 3. First one up the middle. Strike 1. Lady Diamondbacks down to their last 2 outs. Check that last 2 strikes. Quintanilla up to the plate. 0-1 pitch on the way. Up the middle. 1-1. One pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Lady Diamondbacks down to their final strike. That's going to be fouled away. One ball, 2 strikes, still the count. One-two pitch on the way, outside. Throw to second, no one will be there. And we'll decide to go to third. The throw to third, safe! A 2-out stolen base. 2-2 is the count. Still. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on. It's hit well, and we are tied. RBI single from Quintanilla. We will at least play 10. Or check that. We will at least play 8. Score is even. 0-1 now the count.
Home run ball, home run ball.
Runner at first base. It's back to Garcia, Bianca Garcia here. 0-1 is the count. 0-1 pitch on the way. That is a bit outside. 1-1. Yeah. 1-1 on the way. That is outside. We'll just keep it at 1 ball, 1 strike because that's what it is in the ballpark. Checks her swing, 2-1. Yes, it is 3-1. That's what I was thinking that it was. Had the scoreboard wrong. It's full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second base. Check that first base. That is your winning run at the moment as it stands. 3-2 pitch on the way. That's a wild pitch. That's going to be ball 4 either way. Runners will go to first and second. Winning run now is at second base in scoring position for Sharyland Pioneer. Elsa Sandoval will bat in the cleanup spot once again. Sandoval has a chance to send the Lady Diamondbacks to the area round. If not, we'll head to the top of inning number 8. First one, it's in there. Strike 1. With 2 outs. 0-1. A 1 pitch on the way. She did not go. Apparently, it is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike is the count with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position at second base. That's going to be hit. What a line drive catch to end the bottom of the 7th. We head to a top half of inning number 8. We're playing extras here in Sharyland Pioneer High School. We'll be right back after this. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned. Extra baseball. Check that extra softball. Will return here very shortly.
Fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
Back we go once again here. That is going to be ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes. It's again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Extra softball is upon us here. One ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's swung on. That's popped up to the pitcher. Will make the grab, and that is 1 down. Tristan Galvan able to make the grab for out number 1. That one will go in there. Ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way. That one swung on. That is fouled off. And we'll drop. Evens up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of inning number 8. Extra innings as we talked about once again. 4-2 at one point, 5-4, and then all of a sudden 5-5. That's where we're at the moment. Soto at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one swung on, hit down the left field line. That is foul. 1-2 pitch. 1-2 is the count. 1-2 pitch coming up here very shortly. For Edcouch Elsa. From Galvan. Galvan with a 1-2. That is a liner down the line. Through the cap it goes, a base hit. Runner at first base now. One out. Leading run at first base for Edcouch Elsa. Mila Pedraza to take the plate once again. Pedraza trying for the bunt, the steal, the throw is going to be off the mark. And they'll stay at second. The steal is successful. It is 0-1 though. Melody Soto able to steal, bringing it to second base in scoring position now for Edcouch Elsa. Bringing up Mila Pedraza once again with an 0-1 count to her name. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be a hit by pitch. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Lady Jackets again with the advantage. 2 on. 1 out. Bringing up Alyssa Balboa. They may not pitch to her. They may decide to load the bases, but it is with only 1 out, so they will not do that. Ball 1. Balboa. All it could take is 1 hit to take the lead. That is outside. It's ball 2, 2-0. Stepping back outside the batter's box, we'll step back into it. Swung on and missed. That's going to be a strikeout for 2 outs. All of a sudden, check that. Not a strikeout. What was I saying here? It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Got ahead of myself there. But it was interesting as well because Alyssa Balboa walked off like it was a strikeout, but was just walking out of the batter's box for a split second there. That is strike number 2, evens up the count now at 2-2. Alyssa Balboa stepping out of the batter's box. Will take a couple of practice swings. Will take her time. Refocus as well. Steps back into the batter's box like we mentioned. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch on the way. Grounder over to the third base line. Foul. Just. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at first and second. And again, it's interesting just with that one out here, Tristan Galvan and the team deciding to pitch to her after the 3-run shot the last time she was up to bat. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one's fouled off down the left field line, skied high, all the way into the home batter's box, or home batting cages, I should say. 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch on the way. That's swung on. Is that again? That is back-to-back 3-run home runs. Instant replay look here this time. Goes off to the left. And it was there when she left the bat. It's interesting, of course, to look back at it and say, well, it's with one out. You don't pitch to her. Its base is loaded. And then it's in an even more interesting predicament. But do they give up 3 runs if that happens instead of just the 1? That's where things kind of come into play. They decide to pitch to her again. That's back-to-back home runs. And again, being the difference maker, as it is 8-5, still will have the bottom of the 8th inning to be played. But a 3-run home run is very difficult to get back into with 1. With basically in 1 inning. First one on the way. In there, ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way. In there, called strike, evens up the count at 1 apiece with 1 out. One pitch on the way. That swung on, a hit down the left field line, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. To Jaden Ruiz. No runners on now. 3-run shot. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. One-two pitch on the way. Bit outside. It is going to be 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. That swung on, hit foul down the left field line. Down the third base line, I should say. Two-two pitch on the way. Decides to take it. It's a full count at 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Three-two pitch on the way. Ball 4. Edcouch Elsa again. Getting back on base. Sandoval to the plate. Runner at first base. Outside. Ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way is inside. Ball 2. Two and one. Two one pitch on the way. Swung on through the gap. It goes. That'll be a base hit. Runners at first and second now. One out. 7-4 your score. Lady Jackets trying to add to it. That one will go strike number 1. Nothing in 1 this time. It will be a bunt, and that will go foul 0-2. With one out once again. Oh, 2 pitch on the way, fouled off. Nothing in 2 still. Outside, ball 1. One, 2 pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, and foul ground. It is going to go foul. And that is going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes, still the count with 2 runners on to be exact. Runners at first and second. It's going to be a wild pitch. 2-2 now the count. Runners at second and third. And an opportunity for the Lady Jackets to add to their lead. Swung on, hit well, line drive. Left fielder can't make the grab. That's going to be 8. This could be 9. And yes, indeed, a 2-run double. And it is 9. Check that. 10-5. Got runs at 9 and 10. Looks like we'll most likely be going to a game 3 tomorrow, though. One team can score 5 runs in 1/2 inning. There's a chance that another team could do the same thing. A pitching circle visit. There's a chance that there might be a new pitcher after this. What an interesting turn of events, like we mentioned. It was 4-2, your score. Sharyland Pioneer had it in control heading into the top of the 6th inning. Check that top of the 7th inning. And then 3-run shot by, if this were to stand, your player of the game, Mila Pedraza. Check that. Elsa Balboa to take the lead in the top of the 7th. Sharyland Pioneer were able to control it, tie it back up. 5-5. And then Balboa got pitched to again, back-to-back, 3-run home runs with her at bat. And now all of a sudden it's 10-5. Your score with 2 more runs being scored here with 1 out. Top of the 8th inning, meaning we still have the bottom of the 8th to be played. So it's not over until, of course, the final out is all done and dusted, but Sharyland Pioneer getting further and further away from ending it at their home. Oh, 0-1 is the count. On 1 pitch once again, this time we'll even up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or just at second base to be exact. And 1 at third. With 1 out. It's a bit high and outside. 2-1. Tipped foul. 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And that will be a strikeout for out number 2. Sharyland Pioneer High School get the out number 2. That one will bounce, runner will go to third and advance to third base. 1-0 pitch on the way, goes in there for ball number 2. With 2 outs, 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch once again, trying to lean forward there. That is going to be strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two 2-1 pitch on the way. That swung on. It is going to be a blooper. That's going to be 11. Safe at first in the end. 11-5 your score. It's a 6-run lead. With 2 outs. Top of the 8th. 11-5, Edcouch Elsa lead. Goes in there up the middle for strike number 1. Nothing in 1. A 1 pitch on the way is outside, evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch on the way. That is strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 11-5 your score, 6-run lead for Edcouch Elsa. With 2 outs, time is going to be called, and now we'll resume play. 1-2 pitch on the way is outside. That evens up the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two pitch on the way, swung on and missed. That is going to be a strikeout. That will retire the side, but here we go. The last at-bat once again for Sharyland Pioneer comes up after this. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
To me, TFC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
That becomes a hit. And that's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now.
Back we go once again to here. That's the bottom of the 8th inning. Simple as this. Sharyland Pioneer, they need to find 6 runs in order to continue playing softball tonight. not Edcouch. Elsa will look to try and get 3 up, 3 down to end it and bring it to a game 3. First pitch on the way, strike 1. That one is inside. That is going to be ball 1. Outside, that is even ball 2. 2-1 pitch on the way. Checks her swing. That is ball 3. That was outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1 pitch on the way. That swung on. That's going to be a blooper. Check that will not be. I thought it was going to land sooner. Center fielder makes a grab for out number 1. 2 outs away for Edcouch Elsa to come back and play a game 3. Garcia comes up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer. Hope Garcia looking to try to get on base at least with 1 out. That one's going to be a wild pitch. That goes in there, ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 8. 1-0 pitch on the way. That is outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Garcia. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one will fall to the ground a bit low and outside. That is ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Catcher will talk to the pitcher. And we'll extend this game just a little bit longer, as we have hit 10:03 p.m. Game started at 7 p.m. just for anybody who is wondering. 3 balls, no strikes. Sharyland Pioneer, of course, with an opportunity to try and get back into this one. Still talking it over. And now, finally, the catcher and pitcher step aside. We'll get back into play. 3-0 the count. 3-0 pitch on the way. Thought about taking the bunt, thought better of it. 3-1. Full count. To Garcia. Garcia will step back into the batter's box. 3-2 pitch on the way, goes foul. One out. 11-5 your score. That is ball 4. And Garcia goes to first base. Flores up to the plate now for Sharyland. Larissa Flores up to the plate for Sharyland Pioneer. First one up the middle, that is in there, ball 1. Just a bit high that time. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Been outside to him. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 runner on. Three now. outside. That is ball 4. And now runners on first and second base. Leading up for Tristan Galvan. This is an interesting thing, though. Manager, also the coach, coming out to talk to the team. The pitching circle visit. Tristan Galvan with an opportunity to try and even it up with a 3-run shot, potentially. But there's a good chance that they'll also try and walk her, which would be interesting because if you walk Tristan Galvan, you have Madera coming up next with bases loaded. So you'd expect for them to still pitch to Tristan Galvan with 2 runners on, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Lady Jackets were able to score 6 runs in the top of the 8th inning. That's your score, 11-5 as it stands. Tristan Galvan will step up to the plate now. First one on the way, takes it in there, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes this time. One-oh pitch on the way, swung that one, it'll be sent far. It's down the right field line, foul ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1 out here again, bottom of the 8th inning. The last at-bat this time for Sharyland Pioneer. If they can't get back into it, looked like she went. Umpire will say no, it's going to be 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. 3-1. Three-one pitch on the way. Grounder. It's through the gap. Bases will be loaded. It's all the way to the wall. The throw to the cutoff. They'll throw home safe. That's 3 runs scored. A 3-run triple. Sharyland Pioneer won't go down without a fight. They're down by 3 runs all of a sudden. The runner at third base. Possibility to be down by 1. Check that by 2. With an RBI here, a home run would be down by 1. First one on the way, that is ball 1. Back to Madera. One-oh pitch on the way. That one half swung. Hits the backstop. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Getting on base for Madera would be big because you'd have Alexia Robledo to the plate with 1 out. It would put it a situation in where they'd have to pitch to Alexia Robledo. That one does go in there, though. It is going to be strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All of a sudden, Madera finds herself behind in the count. One-two pitch on the way. That is a wild pitch. Evens up the count at 2. Galvan thought about going, but decided to stay at third base with 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch on the way. That swung on and fouled away down the left field line. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Continues to battle with 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th. Two-two pitch on the way. That is outside. It is going to be ball 3. Full count. To Madera. Check that, actually only getting 2 runs. Thought it was 3. That is going to be a strikeout, and we'll be down to their final out. It is going to be Alexia Robledo up to the plate, still runner at third base. So a big out in the grand scheme of things for this 8th base, bottom of the 8th, and again, a walk to Alexia Robledo. That's interesting. Runners in the corners. Karen Quintanilla up to the plate now, of course, wanting to get on base. She gets on base. The next batter after that is Bianca Garcia. Now, trying to get bases loaded would be key here with 2 outs. That's going to be popped up. Making the grab in the end. We're heading to a game 3. We'll go to the post-game show presented by Luke Free Motors, South Padre, L&N, Texas Southmost College. Edcouch Elsa forcing a game 3. 3-run home runs is a difference maker. 2 to be exact by your player of the game, Alyssa Balboa. That'll be it for us here from Sharyland Pioneer. We'll see you all at Edcouch Elsa at 2 p.m. live from there. We'll be back there tomorrow, but I've been Jacob Young. This has been a